Imagine dedicating your life to understanding things most people can't even comprehend. Gravity, fusion, nuclear propulsion, the materials that could take us deeper into space. Then one by one, names begin appearing. Dead, missing, murdered. Different states, different fields, but all connected to some of America's most sensitive science. Coincidence? A conspiracy? Or did the internet simply find a pattern because it went looking for one? On this episode of Spirits Uncorked, we're diving into the 11 or more missing scientists. We're talking about what the FBI may or may not know, and we're talking about all the conspiracy theories behind it. So pour a glass as we talk about it. You do that every time.
I know. I can't resist.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Spirits Uncorked. I'm Elizabeth,
And I'm Erica.
and we're happy that you're here.
Yeah.
So, if you guys have heard about these scientists that keep going missing and they know all this crazy sensitive information, Erica has been fascinated with this for a while, so we thought we should talk about it. But first, we have to talk about what we're drinking.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Erica, get yours out of the way because it's
I'm a loser, I know. But my car's in the shop and it's like 105 degrees outside, so I'm not walking anywhere. So I am drinking a Heineken Silver, which is just a light beer.
okay. I'm drinking something new. It's a Chardonnay and it's called Chalkboard
Oh,
because what do scientists write on?
a chalkboard.
That's right. So that's how this fits in.
Okay. I mean, I think they use a little bit higher technology now,
No,
but
they use chalkboards
okay.
to solve nuclear fission. Haven't you ever seen A Beautiful Mind?
Yeah. And that
So,
was how long ago?
well, I think they still use chalkboards a little bit.
Okay, fine. We'll just agree with that.
I think it tastes like chalk.
Oh, okay.
It was $6.
Oh, wow. Yeah, well, you get what you pay for.
So we said that we were going to talk about grapes. Remember? Remember how we
Oh,
said
yeah.
remember how this is a wine podcast and we talk
Right.
about wine sometimes? And we
Yes.
said we were going to talk about the different grapes that make different kinds of wine. So
Yes.
Chardonnay is a kind of wine, and it
Yes.
comes
Yes.
from the Chardonnay grape.
That makes sense.
It's the world's most popular green-skinned white wine grape. It originated from Burgundy, France. It's
Okay.
famously adaptable. It produces crisp, mineral-driven wines in cool climates.
One thing I've noticed working at a bar is like people who like Chardonnay do not like Pinot Grigio or Sauvignon Blanc. Like, it's very polarized.
It supposedly has a buttery flavor.
Yeah. That's why a lot of they advertise that for Chardonnay a lot, and I think you can get some that are more buttery and some that are less buttery. But I've noticed that Chardonnay people don't really click with other white wine drinkers.
Really? It's like creamy.
So I would prefer Sauvignon Blanc than Pinot Grigio, but if they had neither, I would drink a Chardonnay. So I clearly have no taste, but that's like a thing.
I have to say I'm fine with Chardonnay, to be quite honest.
I know. I don't see what the big deal is. Maybe it's just people in my neighborhood. I don't know, but it seems very you either like it or you do not. Like that's it.
Okay, if you're listening, what do you think about Chardonnay?
Yes. Tell us.
Tell us, what are or do you have strong feelings about Chardonnay? Erica,
Yes.
why don't you sort of explain why your interest was piqued with all these scientists. Because I've heard, like, the noise in the background, scientists disappeared, scientists dead, whatever. And I know that they all have ties to this sensitive information. And I know that you have been really interested in it, but I have not really got that deep into it. But we're going to talk about it all. We're going to talk about the main people who have either died or gone missing. We're going to talk about what they knew, like as in like where they worked and the information that they knew, the circumstances around their death. We're going to talk about the patterns because that's the thing about conspiracy theories is there has to be a pattern.
Hmm.
And then we're going to talk about the theories, like why are they all disappearing? What is going on? What do they know?
Hmm.
Okay, so you start. What
Well,
piqued your interest?
I think the first time I heard about the scientists going missing, I think that there was seven that had gone missing. And I think that's the first time I ever heard of any of this. And so that probably would have been like 3-ish years ago
Yeah,
that I
because the
first,
number keeps growing.
yeah, now it's at 11, which is crazy. Which, I mean, honestly, there could be more. I would not be shocked if there was more.
Hmm.
But that's just what I've been seeing. I watched like a day's worth of TikTok on all of this.
Hmm.
So I feel like I lose my eyesight when I watch TikTok for too long. Like,
And probably brain cells too.
I don't know. I love TikTok. I love it so much.
I'm not saying that I don't love TikTok. I'm just saying we're probably losing brain cells.
This is how they get you.
Yeah.
We're just getting dumber and dumber. Yeah. Well, anyways, so I just think it's really interesting that, I mean, these scientists, the only thing that I can think of, okay, I'll start with this. Maybe it's not a conspiracy theory because they're working in fields where it's probably a lot of pressure, it's a lot of knowledge, it's a lot of security clearances, and you do know more than everybody else on what's going on in the world. And you can't talk about it with anybody because you have a clearance and you have to keep the secrets. So, I mean, it could just be like a really stressful job.
Yeah.
So, I mean, a lot of military
Yeah.
suicides. So, yeah, I mean, I will throw that out there. It could just be something along those lines, but I do think it's really weird that they go missing.
Let's start with Amy Eskridge. Let's talk about
Yes.
her first. She was 34 years old in Huntsville, Alabama. She was the chairwoman and president of the Institute for Exotic Science, and she was researching gravity modification or anti-gravity concepts.
Hmm.
I don't even know what anti-gravity is, but I mean, do you?
So,
I'm not sure that we're smart enough to even talk about these smart people.
actually, I think anti-gravity has in fact already been invented. Wait, let me check my facts, but one video I was watching, and I gotta read through the comments. There was a guy who claimed to be like an astrophysicist, and he said that it has been invented,
Hold on.
but or
I'm just going to
discovered.
Google what the hell is anti-gravity. Just a second. It's
It's
a
what
hypothetical concept where a force or device counters or cancels out gravity rather than just resisting it like a rocket or magnet.
so aliens use anti-gravity because they're just zipping around doing whatever they want.
Sure.
So Amy Eskridge, she made a lot of videos about how, sh like, her office had developed anti-gravity and she started to get targeted. But she would make these videos basically talking about She had a lot of fear of being targeted for knowing what she knew. She also claimed to have been burned, like by a laser. What is it called? Well, anyway, it's a type of laser and it came in through her window. And she had these horrible burns on the backs of her hands that this laser came in through her window and it also damaged the glass on her window.
That really happened?
She showed pictures of everything and they were burns. I think she did go to the doctor. She had burns, and so she felt like she was being targeted for the information she knew. And she also talked about like the different types of aliens. So like the main one that I've always seen, the video she was making, it's like she's talking to somebody. I don't know if it's like on YouTube and she's doing an interview with somebody or whatever, but she's like, have you ever heard of the P50s or the P47s? And her, I guess it wasn't really a theory, she felt like it was true. But basically, aliens aren't really aliens. They are us, just plus 50,000 years, us plus 47,000 years, and they have returned because she said that soon there's going to be some kind of event that's going to wipe out half of like the human population. And so they just come back periodically to change the like trajectory of the world. I guess trajectory. I can't say that. But
No,
yeah, so
you
that was her
can't.
that was her theory, is that yes, we have anti-gravity, but really aliens aren't aliens, they're just us in the future.
Fascinating.
Which makes sense because I've always wondered, you know, eventually they're gonna invent a time machine, so why haven't we seen anybody yet?
Hmm.
And also technically, if you get into like the dimensional side of it, there is a timeline for every single option in the universe. So everything is always happening all the time.
You really think
So
so?
yeah, I do actually.
That's
I
a lot
also
of
find,
timelines.
I know it is. I have kind of wondered if maybe that's like what ghosts are. Are they coming in from a different timeline? Was it an accident and they came over? But
Mm.
anyway, that's a thing.
We digress. Her
We
death was ruled a suicide.
yes. Even her dad, I think, did a release saying that she had mental health problems and that it wasn't a crazy concept for her to have committed suicide.
Yeah. Okay, so she was researching some really crazy stuff, and I mean, not that she was extremely respected and extremely knowledgeable. It's not like she was a conspiracy theorist herself. No, she was very well respected and very smart. She knew what she was doing. So
Yeah.
the question is, was she getting too close to something and had to be silenced? I mean, that's the question with all of these people. And there's so many of them. That's the pattern that we're wondering, is
Mhm.
that the pattern that has happened? So let's talk about, do you know about Michael David Hicks?
I have heard of him, but I don't know a whole lot.
So basically, there's this thing at NASA where they were deliberately crashing stuff into an asteroid. So they were basically researching, can humanity move an asteroid?
Hmm.
And that's what he was a part of. So does he have this advanced knowledge of about planetary defense and space navigation? And, you know, he was researching kinetic impact technology. So
Oh.
that was the advanced research that he had like that was his bank of knowledge.
Hmm.
Also, so it was NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. That's what you research. Who are these people? Who
Not
does
us.
that? Not us. I mean, my gosh.
Yeah.
How awful to lose these like incredible people.
I know.
That's a
Uh,
lot of brain right there.
well, I'm glad that they are experiencing or like experimenting with that because it always reminds me of the movie Armageddon.
I know, that's what I was thinking.
It's like that would be cool to know if we could do that. And then did
I'm
he
I'm trying to find what he died of. He died of, hold on. Some of these don't give a cause of death and it just says they died, but some obituaries don't actually say what the cause of death is. There's
Oh yeah.
obituaries that don't say what the cause of death is. And you don't have to put that in the obituary. Some people don't, like their families just choose to not put that in there.
Well, and I understand the privacy of it.
Hmm. So he worked in the NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. So somebody else in the exact same laboratory, exact same NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory, same place, also died. Frank Mywald.
And so Michael David Hicks, I guess his daughter did do a public statement saying that he had medical issues, and so there
Hmm.
wasn't. But all these family members are coming out trying to say like, "Oh no, no, it's normal for us to think she would have committed suicide," and like, I don't know. Like, why is there always a family member trying to say something?
And how do two people in the exact same crazy ass laboratory, NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory,
Maybe they were exposed to something they shouldn't have been exposed to, and they did
exactly.
a settlement, like the burn pits. Now I'm on a burn
Mm.
pit registry or
Hmm.
whatever. Maybe
Hmm.
they were exposed to something that made them really sick, and so their family's getting money out of NASA for doing like a private, unreleased. I don't know. That's one theory.
Right. So there's also people who are not necessarily scientists, but they are people who just worked at the place.
Yeah.
So this guy, Anthony Chavez, right? He was just an employee of Los Alamos National Laboratory. So he just worked at a place where there was some crazy sensitive information. He was a construction person there.
Well, and it looks like he worked there for a long time because he was 78 when he died or disappeared, whatever. And so he probably knew a lot.
There's also somebody who was like an administrative assistant at the same place, Los Alamos National Laboratory. She was an administrative assistant there, Melissa Casillas. So two people who were just employees at a place with super highly sensitive information, both of them. So what? Like, just think about it. Like, if you're an employee at like Area 51, I mean, you're
Yeah.
gonna see and hear a lot of crazy stuff. So what? She disappeared in 2025 and he died in 2025.
Yeah.
Bum,
So
bum, bum.
people just disappearing, though, that's
She
crazy.
disappeared. She disappeared.
People don't just disappear unless there's like human trafficking or like these are older people working at the same place and they just go missing and everybody's just okay with that. We're just chilling with the fact that people sometimes go missing who work here.
Oh, hold on. Update
Like
with
that's
with
crazy.
Melissa. Her remains were found in New Mexico in June 2026, a year after
Wow.
she disappeared, with a handgun nearby. The cause and manner of death are still under investigation. Here's another
Hmm.
suspicious one. Monica Jacinto Reza. She was 60 years old. She also worked at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory. Okay, this is the third person who worked in that same place. She was hiking, went
Hmm.
missing. Missing, gone,
Hmm.
gone forever. Her beanie was found.
Where was her beanie found at?
Her beanie was located on the trail. And what's also weird, she was hiking with other people.
So they just left her?
She just disappeared. She disappeared. She disappeared on a wilderness hike near a cliff edge trail.
That is so ridiculous. That is way more targeted.
So how do you
Okay,
lose somebody that was just there?
I would never forgive myself if I went hiking with someone and I look back and they're gone and we never find them again. That is crazy.
They searched for her. A large search followed. She was hiking with other people. It was in the Angeles National Forest. She was 60 years old. She was
Aw.
seen on the trail and then was simply gone. Let's talk about some real theories here, because like now let's try to connect. I mean, unless you have any other ones that you want to talk about. There's more. There, like we
Mm-hmm.
said, upwards of 11, upwards of 12. Because
Yeah,
the list does keep growing.
I know. Well, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, okay. So if you are going to look for, well, you're not supposed to look for a pattern. You're
Mm-hmm.
just supposed to see a pattern. But the FBI is investigating this. So
Mm-hmm.
there must be something other than all these really smart scientists have gone missing in a short amount of time, right?
Right.
The big theories would be some kind of assassination attempts, right?
Yeah.
Because they have all of this knowledge. So some kind of assassination attempt to disrupt research or to steal information, right? Like the people
Mm-hmm.
who have never been found.
Yeah.
Maybe they're stealing research or something like that, or to intimidate other
Mm.
scientists. Like
Yeah.
keep your little mouths shut or
Look
stay.
at what happened to this girl over here.
Hmm. Okay, then you look at who has like their specialties, and they're
Mm-hmm.
kind of like disjointed. Like you've got anti-gravity, whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have like this person's specialty, nuclear fusion. And then this person's
Mm-hmm.
specialty, comet destruction,
Yeah.
Armageddon, whatever. They all have like different specialties, right?
Mm-hmm.
So maybe somebody out there is taking all of them, all of their little specialties, to combine them all together, to smush all of their brains together,
Uh-huh.
to come up with all of this combined knowledge to do something with it. You get what I'm saying?
It could be the Russians or the Chinese.
Or no, you're missing the aliens.
Uh-huh.
Don't you think?
I think the aliens, I think that they already know what we know. And it's like I would think maybe they
Why do
don't
we
want,
always assume that aliens are smarter than us? Why do we always
I don't
assume
know.
that?
Well, technically an alien is just a living organism that's not on our planet or like,
Maybe we're smarter than them. I should say that like a few just like terms keep coming up whenever we're like researching this. And I don't know if you people out there know what these things are, but I don't.
Mhm.
So, one that keeps coming up is UFO reverse engineering.
Oh
So
yeah,
I'm just gonna say what that is in case anybody out there is not.
I know what it is.
Say what it is.
Okay, so like Area 51, they have some ships from aliens and they are taking them apart to see how they work, right?
Mm,
It's not a big deal or
okay,
anything.
well, I'm glad that you know that.
Anyway,
What's nuclear fission?
I don't know. I don't know what that one is.
So, what's another theory?
Oh, well, I mean, the government. Maybe the government's killing them. there are things our government wants to use against us to make us pay more money for things, like free energy. If we had free energy and we were able to harness that, but then we don't have to pay for all of this stuff that we're paying for.
That is so,
It's
I bet
things
that's
that
right.
could, it's things that would make our lives better,
Nailed it.
easier, probably healthier.
Nailed it.
It's all about the money.
The government is like off with their head.
Hmm.
You nailed it. That's
If
it.
you're trying to
And
better anybody's life, then you're gonna die.
end of show. Yep, that's
Yep.
it.
Calling you out, government. Now it's your move. I'm gonna go missing.
Oh my gosh. Erica,
It's
thankfully, thankfully not many people listen.
listen, yeah, we're not super popular. Let's see. This dude, Carl Grillmar, he was an astrophysicist, died at 67. He was shot and killed outside his home in 2026, February, just a few months ago. He worked on areas involving exoplanets, galactic structures, dark matter, and NASA affiliated missions. Dark matter is like super crazy cool.
I was just gonna ask you, define that, bitch.
Well, A, I don't think I can, but I don't know it well enough, but I think it's like it's something that I don't remember. It's I just know it's like really important.
I think it's undefinable. It's just something that's out there that holds stuff together.
Um,
It's something out there in space, from what
it
I.
is out there in space. Yeah, that was good. It says uh dark matter is a form of matter that doesn't emit, absorb, or reflect light, so we can't see it. Scientists know it exists because of the way gravity affects stars, galaxies, and light traveling through space.
But
I really
I
need you to break this down a little bit more, Chat GPT.
tell it to me like I'm five, chatty.
Okay, the question it's asking itself is, can we detect it? And so far, only indirectly through its gravitational effects. Scientists are conducting experiments deep underground in space and at the particle accelerators like the CERN over in Switzerland. That's what that's doing. They're trying to figure out how to detect dark matter. What does it do though? Like what's up with it?
I might be losing interest.
I know, I'm going down a rabbit hole. Oh, it provides gravity.
So if what's her face was doing the anti-gravity, then she's anti-dark matter.
Yeah, I guess she's on the other team. So, are you either for or against gravity?
I'm anti.
There's another dude, William Neal McCausland, and apparently this is the case that blew the whole thing open.
Oh my, tell me about it.
He was former commander of the Air Force Research Laboratory at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. His name has appeared in the UFO disclosure world because of a brief association with Tom DeLonge's UFO efforts. He disappeared in February 27th, 2026 from Albuquerque, New Mexico. His phone was left at home, his glasses were left at home, all his devices were at home, his hiking boots were missing, his wallet was missing, his 38 caliber revolver was missing, and he has remained missing. And this is
Whoa.
where the UFO conspiracy explodes because Do you know what is tied to Wright-Patterson in the UFO world? Roswell.
Oh.
And there are claims that UFO bodies and aircraft were taken to Wright-Patterson.
Oh.
Again, his wife, she has gone public saying she's against the alien secret theory, saying that he had been retired and he didn't know that much because he only had two clearances.
Hmm.
So, yeah, of course his wife would say that.
Well, he might have only had two clearances, but maybe he just accidentally found out something he shouldn't have known.
It doesn't take much to see and hear things that you're not supposed to.
Hmm.
And like there's been times, I mean, hmm, I probably can't say all that.
You know what? So my kids asked me if I knew any top secret things from my time in the army, and I was
Mm.
like, "Well, yeah, but it's pretty boring. Like I can tell you how fast a Patriot missile goes or how far it goes."
I
But it's
drove over the wires for a Patriot missile once with an up-armored Humvee. They
oh,
were pointed at Iran, and
oh,
driving over the wires is apparently a big no-no. I
I can
almost
tell you
started the
that.
war a little bit early. So there was a few more. We
But
can't get to all of
we
them.
can't get to all of them. But the whole point is this is genuinely unsettling here. I mean, it
Hmm.
really is. So I'm glad that the FBI is actually investigating it. They are ongoing investigating it because it's a little more than suspicious.
Yeah,
And it's sad for the families who are
it is
grieving
really
and for
sad.
especially for the people who are actually missing. That's horrible.
Hmm.
If I say this is the pattern, then you can go find things that will fit the pattern. So are we inventing the pattern or is there a pattern there? That's the whole question that we are trying to figure out here.
I think
What
it
do you
all
think?
comes down to greed, and I blame the government.
Uh, Good.
I'm going with that one.
I would agree.
And if aliens really are us from the future, then come on, guys. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Get with it.
Let us know your thoughts.
Here's a
Uh,
would you rather.
let's do a quick would you rather.
Okay. Would you rather be the person in the future coming back
Ooh.
or be the person that's here who runs into the person who came back?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, I know. I came up with it all by myself.
You're
Didn't
so
use help.
smart, Erica. You could be a nuclear
Um,
scientist.
Thank you.
I believe in you.
I want to be the person in the future who comes back.
I thought that's what you'd say, and I think I would be the opposite.
Really? I want to be the one that holds all the knowledge. Like, listen up, loser. This is what's about to happen.
All right, so tell us what you would do and tell us your thoughts. And thank you for listening. And please follow us on Instagram at spirits.uncorked. And please rate us on Apple and or Spotify. We would really appreciate it.
And maybe like good ones too. Nothing negative. All right, bye.
All right, bye.